Hello and welcome, this is Bisharp here, and we are back for another week of Pokenknowledge. And to start out this month's Halloween-inspired episodes of Pokenknowledge, I have some of what I find the most creepy and freaky Pokedex entries I could find on the internet. So, let's begin. Duskull. If it finds bad children who won't listen to their parents, it will spirit them away, or so it's called. This is coming from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. What does spirit them away mean? Does that mean kill them? And I love the fact it's implying that no one truly knows what that means. It's just, that's what it's called. We're not 100% sure. So, if you're a bad child that doesn't listen to their parents, I would start doing that, or else Duskull will kill you. It's simple as that. Now on to Dusknoir. I do want to know I didn't find much of Dusclops. Dusclops' Pokedex entry is too creepy. I don't know why, I just didn't. So, anyways, Dusknoir. The antenna on its head captures radio waves from the world of spirits that commands it to take people there. This is coming from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So, Satan's just calling up Dusknoir saying, Hey, can you do something for me, man? Yeah, you know those people that you met like 2 seconds ago? Can you kill them and bring them to here? Like, it would be pretty cool if you did that. I need new friends. You don't need to kill yourself doing it. Get it? But just try to do it quickly. Yeah. Bye. So, that's my interpretation of what happens. On to the next Pokemon. Banette. An abandoned plush doll becomes this Pokemon. They are said to live in garbage dumps and wander about in search of the children that threw them away. This is coming from Pokemon Emerald. Okay. I'm thinking back in my past, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had plush and stuffed animals and all that. 99% of them, I don't know where there are. So I'm probably gonna have... man, I don't even know how many I had. I'm just gonna have all of them, besides 1% of them, come and kill me. This is gonna be fun! So, think back to your childhood. If you have any stuffed animals, don't lose them. They will come and kill you. So yeah, Haunter. By licking, it saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise. This is coming from Pokemon Yellow. Okay, Haunter licks you once. Right now I'm imaging like a dog or a cat that just like licks you to show affection. Or even the Haunter in the anime that licked Ash, licked Sabrina, licked pretty much every character in that show. And none of them went to a seizure that put them right straight to death. But maybe that one was being nice. I don't know. But on to its evolution, Gengar. Deep in the night, your shadow cast by a streetlight may suddenly overtake you. It is actually a Gengar running past you, pretending to be your shadow. This is Pokemon Emerald. One, I give you props on the pretty well done story behind it. It's deep in the night, so it's describing the time of day. Your shadow cast by a streetlight. It's a very specific detail. It's not moonlight, it's not a flashlight or anything. It's straight up only streetlight, so you're okay if you're not near a streetlight. Granted, it's going to be very dark, but you're not going to be killed by a Gengar. That's how I look at it. On to the next one, Yamask. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was a human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. This comes from Pokemon Black. It's not really... well, okay, it's a little creepy because it's a Pokemon that used to be a human. And it looks at its face... well, that's another thing. It carries its face around. That's just another level of creepy. But it looks at its face and cries. It makes me want to cry. It's like, oh, let me just give you a nice hug. Anyways, your mask will evolve into Coffee Grigus, and its Pokedex entry will become... It has been said that they swallow those who get too close and turn them into mummies. They like to eat gold nuggets. Yeah. Okay, so nice little bit of information that they eat gold nuggets. And it's not even like they're willing to, they actually like it. They enjoy the meal of a gold nugget. Oh, but they'll also, if you just by accidentally step too close to them, they'll capture you, embalm you, and make you into a mummy. For those who don't know, embalming is part of the process of becoming a mummy. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get Pokewood onto this and make a new horror film. Now on to the full evolutionary line of Litwick. All three of the Pokemon have some pretty creepy Pokedex entries in my opinion, and here's one from each. For Litwick, while shining a light and pretending to be a guide, it leeches off the life force of any who that follow it. Pokemon White. Okay, so I'm trapped in a cave. A Litwick tries to help me out. This is a scenario. Trapped in a cave, a Litwick comes to save me. Oh, psych, it actually comes to kill me. Yay! That's a pleasant surprise, right? Anyways, now for Lampet. It arrives near the moment of death, and steals spirit from the body. Again, from Pokemon White. Okay. So, now, continuing this scenario, the Litwick nearly kills me. I'm a moment away from death. Nah, psych. Lampet will just come and steal my spirit anyways. Who cares? Why? Why, Pokemon? Anyways, and last but not least, Chandelure. Being consumed in Chandelure's flame burns up the spirit, leaving the body behind. Okay, so actually the scenario now is Lampet tries to steal it, but while doing so, Chandelure comes and just it burns my body and burns up my spirit. Pretty cool, right? And that Pokedex entry was also coming from Pokemon White. I used to like that evolutionary line, not no more. I'm never using that Pokemon ever again. Yeah. Now on to, I know I said last but not least, but I was meaning that line. Let's continue on with a few more. We have Frostlass, or Frostless, whatever its name is. It freezes prey by blowing its negative 58-degree Fahrenheit breath. It is said to then secretly display its prey. This Pokedex entry was found in Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, and White 2. And I'm only going to make the assumption that's also in X and Y because on how it's in all four of the most recent most recent Pokemon games released. Okay, so now onto my opinion on this. Frostless, that's how I pronounce it. Freezes someone, okay, that's fine. It's a nice type. What are we expecting? Oh, but then secretly displays them in wherever it lives. One, I want to know what it's doing with, like, after it displays it, what does it do? Just sit there and go like, ah, yes, I remember that night. That was a good night. Yes. That's just, that's a level of creepy because you don't know what's going to happen next. But then Glalie makes you just want to run. Glalie has the ability to freely control ice. It can instantly freeze its foe solid. After immobilizing its foe in ice, this Pokemon enjoys eating it in a leisurely fashion. This is coming from Pokemon Sapphire. Okay, again, it's an ice type. I'm not concerned about it being able to freeze things. That's a given. But it not only will freeze you, it will then take you, eat you, and not just eat you, but eat you leisurely. It's going to enjoy its meal. It's not just gonna cram it down its throat, or mouth body thing. It's just gonna. Yes, this is very tasty, very, very tasty. Yum, 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 yum. That's just. Why? That's so wrong. On to the next one. Pincer. It grips prey with its pincers until the prey is torn in half. What it can't tear, it tosses far. This is coming from Pokemon Black and White. Yeah. I'm never gonna try to piss off a pincer ever. And I just want to put that to a challenge. Say, piss off a pincer, piss off a pincer, piss off a pincer, piss off a pincer. Actually, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, on to the next one. Xatu. Xatu stands rooted and still in one spot all day long. People believe that this Pokemon does so of terrible things it has foreseen in the future. This is coming from Pokemon Ruby. Now, Pokemon Ruby was released quite some time, so I'm going to figure out what Xatu saw that made it so terrifying that it couldn't move. Okay. I'm getting something. Hashtag YOLO! Justin Bieber! Rebecca Black! And the worst of it all. Yes, it is worse than Rebecca Black. It's Miley Cyrus at the VGAs! I couldn't help myself. Anyways, on to one that you probably did not expect. Beautifly. It has an aggressive nature. It stabs prey with its long, narrow mouth to drain the prey's fluids. This is coming from Pokemon Diamond. That is just terrifying. This beautiful butterfly. It looks so happy, and I think it's really, I'm remembering May's butterfly from the anime. This like happy-go-lucky butterfly. Beautifly, not butterfly, not butterfree, it's beautifly. And it's like all happy and everything. But if you piss it off, it will kill you by drinking you. That's just horrifying. On to the very last Pokedex entry of the video. Cacturne. If a traveler is going through a desert in the thick of night, Cacturne will follow in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. This is coming from Pokemon Sapphire. I just need to ask this. What are they going to do to the traveler? It's a ragtag group, so I'm imagining 3 to 5 Cacturne. I'm just going to use man for example. This man's going through the desert. He gets tired. It's hot. It's horrible. He's tired, so he just sits down to rest. The Cacturne then pretty much jump him, and then what? I'm not going to accuse any statutory rape or murder or anything of the like, but it's the only thing coming to mind. But that is it. Tell me what you guys think of these Pokedex entries, and also comment what Pokedex entries you find creepy that I didn't cover. So thank you for watching, guys, and this is Bisharp signing out.